Hi everyone, Mike here from MyKeyReviews. In this video I'll be reviewing Life is Strange, which is available on the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One and PC. This game was developed by Don't Nod Entertainment and is published by Square Enix. It features an episodic interactive adventure where your decisions will affect the future outcomes. In total there are 5 episodes. These can be purchased separately or you can save some money by buying them all together. However, these are gradually being released over time, so depending on when you're watching this video, you'll either have access to a couple of episodes or all of them. The plot focuses on Maxine Clawfield, otherwise known as Max, a photography student at Blackwell Academy in a town called Arcadia Bay. Little does she know, life is about to get strange rather quickly and you're going to be a part of that adventure, making decisions along the way which will in turn affect the future. The story starts with Max waking up all confused in some woods during a crazy storm. After walking her to the top of the hill, you will see an enormous tornado about to hit the town before a boat is flung into a nearby lighthouse. This causes some rubble to fall down towards her, and just before it crushes her to death, she wakes up again, but in class. From here, your job is to look around, observe and interact with objects and people. When talking to people, you get multiple choices to interact with them. As for the controls, there aren't many commands to remember, which makes this a very user-friendly game. After class, you'll end up taking a stroll down the corridor where you can observe things as you do in this game, and then you'll end up in the ladies' restroom where a butterfly will fly in. This resembles the butterfly effect, which is so apparent and important to this game. Shortly after, you'll end up being witness to a terrible incident which startles Max to turn back time.
Get away from me, psycho! No!
To which you'll end up waking up again in the very same class you've just taken. Max gets a bit of deja vu and starts putting things together of what's just happened, until realizing she can actually turn back time. This is where you'll get access to that power. With this rewind power, you can amend recent decisions that you may not be happy with, or once you've learned helpful information, you can then use this for your own gain by rewinding before the conversation, then starting the chat again and use the new dialogue that will now be available.
Since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max.
After the restroom scene, decisions you make will greatly impact the future, so try to think very wisely before leaving the area. Whilst a decision may seem morally right and could give you a positive outcome, some may result negatively in the long term.
I just saw Nathan Prescott waving a gun around in the girls' room.
Also, it's important to be observant in this game. Look at items that are viewable, as some may contain information that's useful in the future. Personally, I found the graphics to be rather decent. It really is a beautiful looking game. Although there does seem to be some lip syncing issues, for some reason it didn't actually bother me. And I think this is because the story and gameplay was so engaging. Also, the soundtrack is well selected and really suits the game, making the game experience even more enjoyable. Furthermore, this game actually has quite a lot of replayability. Throughout the levels, there will be some photo opportunities dotted around. Some will only be available if you make certain choices. If you've missed any during your playthrough, you can go back in collectible mode to get them. Collectible mode allows you to go through levels without it affecting what's already been decided. Or why not start a new save and create a new path for Max by making different choices along the way. As for the story, it's very gripping and the decision making makes you feel a part of the character's story. You get a real sense of care towards these characters and you don't want anything bad to happen to them. Well, apart from the mean characters of course, but at least the game makes you care enough to dislike them.
Don't say a word, Max.
Oh wait, hold that pose. And no filter needed before I post this.
For the price, it actually gives you a decent gaming time per episode. I'd say roughly 3 hours. Factoring the replayability, you'll get much more. Overall, it's a great game and well worth the money, so I'd highly recommend.